everyone, today I have this foundation from Becca to talk about. It's called Becca Skin Love Foundation, and it's called a Weightless Blur foundation. And mine comes in this little tube, and we also have a brush that it came with. I got mine on QVC, so that's why it came with the brush. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on this foundation. First of all, I've applied it with both the Beauty Blender and a brush, so you can kind of see like what it looks like both ways. But I will first give my little thoughts, and then I'll show you me putting it on and more explanation. So first off, I think that it is okay as a foundation. I feel like it looks a little light when I first put it on, but then by the time I'm done with my makeup, it has kind of oxidized and is my color. I have the color Shell, and I do think this foundation is a little thick. And for the claims of the foundation, which I've looked online from the Becca website, and it says it's a weightless, medium to buildable coverage foundation with a velvety natural finish that mimics the look of smooth, healthy skin. And it's enriched with Nectar Brightening Complex, a proprietary blend of natural ingredients that activate to help brighten, hydrate, and nourish the skin. I feel like my skin is too dry for this foundation. I feel like when I put it on, I look like, for its medium claims, I feel like I'm wearing too much. Then again, like when I back up and I'm not like close up, I feel like it looks fine. I feel like when I'm close to the foundation or close to the mirror is when I feel like it looks like I'm wearing too much makeup. But that could just be personal preferences. I like a light foundation normally, like a lighter coverage, but I can work with this. It's just not my favorite. I feel like it kind of clings to my pores a lot, so I usually wear a primer with this, and it does look better where it doesn't like see the foundation like sticking in my pores. I think that it's a little bit matte, more matte than I thought. For Blur, I thought it would be kind of, I don't know if it was just my impression that it would be kind of like a glowier foundation, but it really wasn't. It was just a little bit more matte than I was expecting. I work with it and try to put on some highlighter and some, you know, bronzer to help make me look a little bit more normal. But this is not my favorite foundation. I think it's okay, and I think if you maybe have oily skin, you might really like this, as it says it has a glow brightening complex, but I don't see that, and I haven't seen any kind of improvement when I wear it. I do think it kind of clings to my dry patches. Here is a clip of me putting the foundation on. And I also feel like with this foundation, it never really sets all the way. I'm someone who doesn't usually use a setting powder, especially not over my whole face. I usually just kind of put it on my under eyes. But with this foundation, I feel like if I touch it, even like an hour later, it kind of smears. So sometimes I set my most parts of my face where I'm worried that I might touch it, like around my nose and my chin, just so I don't smear the foundation later while wearing it. As you can see, this is kind of what it looks like when I have it just on my face with just some eye makeup, no eyebrows or anything else. It's just kind of matte, and you can kind of see my pores. And there it is again. I'm regretting not putting filling my eyebrows in or brushing them before I did this. Then you can see what it's like with the rest of the makeup applied. As you can see, it looks better when I've applied more makeup to it. It looks like not so matte. And so then you can see it looks better, and I've managed to work with it to the point where I don't look like a dry stick. I do feel that this foundation applies more evenly with the Beauty Blender, surprisingly. I feel like it just gives a little bit more, even more fuller coverage, but it just appears to be a little bit more less patchy. I think that the Beauty Blender, if you're going for like a really full face, you can see the difference with the Beauty Blender. I have a picture here where it says half of my face is with the Beauty Blender, half of the picture with the brush, and I think you can tell that the Beauty Blender covers up more redness than the brush did. And there's the makeup with all of my Beauty Blender makeup. So all in all, I think this foundation is kind of average. It's not great. It's not something I would purchase again. I did have really high hopes for it. I kind of felt like it would be almost like a CC cream or a BB cream because of the tube, and I guess that was just my faulty thinking. It obviously wasn't something they were claiming. I just wished it was different. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this foundation, and let me know if you like this foundation and how it looks on you. See you guys later.